Alright guys, welcome back. No, it's been quite a while. Coming up on 2 years since I put out a video and gave any kind of update information about this old 04 Mustang. Pulled the motor out and we ended up stroking it. It's a 301 cubic inch engine now. Good rods, good pistons in it. And a crankshaft, obviously. Went through the heads. Bumped the compression up. It's like a 12-1 to 1 now. Got rid of the Mega Squirt. Went to a Holley Dominator. As if you watch back on one of our last track passes a couple years ago, the Mega Squirt hung an injector open and then ended up bending a rod as a result. So that was the that was kind of what put the nail in the coffin for the old motor and for the Mega Squirt deal. So we ended up putting a Holley Dominator in it, and we ran it on a Holley Dominator this year. Redid the turbo kit. You can see the turbo kit's kind of changed up. Got rid of the radiator. It's no longer, well, it's no longer running water through the block. It's running water through the head strictly. The block's filled, and we just circulate water through the cylinder heads with a small little pump. We just use that pump right there. It circulates the water up through the heads, and then it comes through this little blue radiator right there, and that's how it gets rid of the heat during our pass. But of course, you can never leave good enough alone. The one time that we were able to get it out this year, made 4 passes, and on the last pass of the night, we were able to bust off a 934 at 148. So considerably better than what we were able to do on the old combo. We made some adjustments on the rear suspension, went to a 28-inch slick versus the 26 that it was on, and you know, it worked out pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm still wishing could be better is the transient boost response of these old tractor turbos, these Borg-Warner cast wheel S366s. These are the old school ones. They aren't the billet wheel SXE ones. These are the old school ones that came on the John Deere. They make good power, and they probably would be fine, but the transient response is too slow for what I want, for what I think it should be. And you know, leaving the line, if I left the line 7-8 pounds, it would take it 1.2 seconds to get up to you know, 18-20 pounds, and that's just a little too long. So we got a little upgrade that I'll show you guys once we get into this video a little more. So, but at this point, I need to start tearing off these turbos and that throttle body and a few other little things that we'll show you once we get everything squared away. So let's go ahead and start tearing this apart. Alright, start off with a couple things that we're changing. Picked up one of these badass Motion Raceworks billet throttle bodies with the elbow integrated with that. This thing's slick, but me being a dummy, I forgot that I got a Ford Holley elbow, and that's a Ford bolt pattern, and these Icon throttle bodies use an LS bolt pattern. They make adapters for them, but I forgot to get one. I knew I needed one, and I forgot all about it, so I just went to try to put it on there, and it won't fit, obviously. So I'll have to get one of them ordered. But what we can do right here is I had 210-pound Bosch injectors in there, and I was maxing out the injector duty cycle. You know, I couldn't go over any more than like 11-12 pounds, and the duty cycle would be quite a ways up there. So I knew I needed bigger injectors, but I was just going to try to get by for a little while on the 210. So, but finally broke down and just got a set of 400 pound per hour AFIS injectors. These are pretty slick. Let's see if I can open them up without spilling them everywhere. But you can see they're pretty nice.
So I'm gonna try to stick them in there and see if hopefully I don't have to do any kind of adjustments on the rail height. Hopefully they'll bolt right in, but I'm gonna go ahead and slide them in on that side over there, and we'll see if they fit. I'll bring you right back. I'll put one in front, one in the back, and that way it'll set my height, and I'll be able to see if everything's gonna play nice together. Okay. Shit, guys, if I can get lucky and not have to do any kind of rail modification, I'm all about that. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see if we can move these down. Yeah, still move, which means they're not too tight. Alright, got all 4 in there now. Looks like everything is going to be alright. Like I said, you know, you got a few options: build atomizer, AFIS, you know, a few others in that realm. Main reason I went with AFIS is they have a lifetime warranty on them. You know, 8 years from now, if I have a problem with one of these injectors, send it back, they'll repair it or replace it. No questions asked, free of charge. The people that own AFIS also own HPL lubricants, and it's the guy that used to own Precision back in the day before he sold it. He's doing big injectors. They got, oh, what do they got? 400, 600, and 800 pound per hour, I believe is what they got right now. Low impedance, obviously. And if you're running a Holly, you know, technically you should be able to run them off the injector drivers and a Dominator, but everybody I've talked to recommends getting the external injector driver. So that's what I did. So I got to wire that in. And I'm so glad this rail height worked out. I was worried I'd have to make some kind of adapters for these mounts and just be a headache, but I'm glad they worked out. Yep, they all still move freely and easily, so go from, these are your Sumitomo or Denso style plugs that you get on your Bosch 210s. I mean, I guess Bosch 210s come in a few different connector styles, but I had the Denso style plug like these. So the AFIS 400s, or all their AFIS big injectors, are EV1 Bosch style injector connectors. So you will have to, I'll have to go in and pin a couple new connectors to plug these in, but like I said, I'm glad they're able to work. So stock rail height, this is a Sullivan intake with Sullivan rails, and they bolt right in, no problem. So 400 pound per hour, plenty of fuel for what I'm going to be doing, so that's awesome. All right, let's move on and see what else we can get done. All right, fellas, we got the other side done here. Fit really nicely. Like I said, I was fearing having to you know, make brackets to try to adapt this fuel rail to the height of these injectors, but they bolted right in, no problem. So again, these are AFIS 400 pound per hour injectors. Super nice, got a lifetime warranty on them, and
not a bad option if you're looking for big methanol injectors. I'd check them out. But so anyways, we got the injectors in. I got one turbo off. If I got a minute still tonight, I might toss one of the new turbos on. I'll show you that when I get them put together or get it out here. I'll show you the new turbos that we got. Pretty trick ones. So anyways, that's where we'll probably end it off tonight, and I'll get with you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll get back at it, see how much more we can get done.